What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today is the second part of our two-part video series of me installing the Airlift Performance suspension on Chad's GTI. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything set up, ready to go, and get started. Also, you do me a huge favor, hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. We're still doing the 1,000 subscriber merch giveaway. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, follow our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and we're gonna give away some merch. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, as you saw in the time lapse, I was trying to fish the main harness through, which on this car it's particularly pretty easy because it is an automatic. So the hole that Volkswagen pre-drills for the clutch pedal is open, so I didn't have to punch or do anything, which makes life pretty easy. The only thing I had to do was remove the battery to be able to reach it because there's no room to get my hand back there. Let me show you over here. Have some of the interior right here disassembled. I'm going to do the other side in just a bit because I do have to run airlines. But if you look here, if you have an automatic GTI, life gets real easy because this piece of flap that opens, there's a little hole. I don't know if the light can show you, but there's a hole there. You could just fish the harness through and you'd be good to go. Real simple. The only thing I have to do before I decide to put the battery back is look at a fuse diagram, making sure that there's an accessory fuse here that's going to work for the remote wire, or otherwise known as an accessory wire. If not, I have to fish this line through there also. So before I put everything back, I'm going to just check that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the car on jack stands, get everything going. But like I said, that'll be later. Let me just go ahead and power through everything else. Here's the front suspension on the GTI. Doesn't look too bad. Couple bolts, end link. I have to remove this piece that looks like some type of electronic module that's just zip tied to the struts. I'm guessing that's off the OE piece. I have to move over to the airlift strut to dig a little deeper into that and figure out where I'm going to run the lines to and all that good stuff. I'm going to show you the rear right now. Here's the rear. Pretty straightforward. Shock, spring separate. Looks like that bolts up there. I'm going to go ahead and get started and figure out where I got to run the line in the rear also. All right, I finished the front struts. They're in. The line isn't ran yet, but they're in. All I have to do is to tighten the top bolts, but that's not done until the car's back on the ground. You want to check it out here. I'm not sure how much you can see. The ECS cancel modules here, zip tied back on like how it was with the coilovers. Sway bar end links are in. Everything's tightened down and buttoned up, so happy there. I'm not going to run the lines just yet. I'm going to go ahead and start on the rear setup, get the physical components in, and then I will do the lines after that. I still have to figure out where the access point for the lines is going to be for the front. The rear I have a good idea already. I just have to look at it from underneath, but I'm just trying to finish everything I can before I actually start laying on the floor. But yeah, it is hot out here. You can tell by the different colors of sweat in my shirt. It's pretty hot, but this will be done today. Should be done in a few hours. But yeah, I don't remember Steve's GTI being this difficult to take the suspension out, but it's okay, and put the new stuff back in, but it's okay getting this done.
$2,000 later.
Not sure how much of yesterday's footage was usable going on into the evening. Camera was giving me problems, and yeah, the lighting and whatnot, but as of right now, the front struts are in. Just need to run the airlines for the front and tuck all and clean up all the lines. The rear's in as well. Just need to tuck and clean everything and just double check all my work. Again, the power wires already ran. I just need to do everything, finish up all the wiring here, and it should be done. And I need to drop in the management system and finish up wiring and hooking everything up there. And yeah, so not far from the finish line, really close. So instead of wasting time holding the camera, I'm gonna get started.
A lot of boring math later.
I'm about 95% of the way done. Let me show you what the car looks like aired out. This thing is pretty low. I still have to clean up the airlines in the trunk. There's a lot of excess. I gotta trim, clean, and tidy up the lines. As you can see back there, there's a little bit of excess there. But this is the trunk setup. Right now I am just buttoning up the interior, putting all the interior panels back together and everything else. But other than that, it's pretty close to being done, and I need to retap the accessory wire. The fuse, I thought that would work, is constantly on when it shouldn't be. So I'm gonna find another spot, but not a big deal. It's just a fuse. But yeah, overall, car's looking real good. No leaks, so that's a great sign. I aired it up overnight to double check the pressures, and everything seems fine, so we're good there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. Have the car all finished. Everything's all buttoned up. Took it for a test drive. Everything sounds great, normal, like how the car should be. No weird noises or anything. The dampening is a little stiff, but that's all adjustable. Everybody's got their own preferences. I haven't had a car on air suspension since 2019. And that car rode pretty smooth. I had it on soft, but everybody's, again, got their own preferences. So this is the car at max height, which is around where the car was at on coilovers. And let me show you what it looks like completely aired down. Here it is, completely aired down. Let me show you the trunk setup. The air compressor is running, so it's gonna be a little loud. And this is the air install on Chad's GTI. Again, thanks again for watching. Appreciate everybody's comments and interaction here on YouTube. It's been fun. Look forward to sharing more work that I'm doing and other things that I have going on with you in the near future. Thanks so much for watching.